Improving overhead shoulder mobility is essential when looking to maximize functional performance in upper body strength and movement. Make sure to stay until the end of the video and let me know how you keep your shoulders mobile and injury free. Soon as I'll be exploring the tropical rainforests in Queensland by the time this video is released, feel free to give my Instagram a follow if you want to see what I'm up to in that beautiful area of the world. I'll also be giving some tips on how to stick to your fitness goals while traveling over there. Links in the description. Shoulders are renowned for being a pretty sketchy joint, with issues such as impingement, rotator cuff tears, bursitis, and even frequent dislocations occurring when the structural integrity of the shoulder has been compromised. Instead of avoiding movements that incorporate the shoulders, I recommend the approach of injury prevention through gradual strengthening and rehabilitation style workout. Take it from someone that has had to deal with numerous rotator cuff tears and shoulder issues throughout my years playing tennis. It is never too late to build more functional shoulders. Start by placing a larger focus on movements that rehabilitate and strengthen the muscles and ligaments around the shoulder. Mobility and flexibility movements are an excellent place to start. Heavy compound lifts such as the overhead press are great for strengthening the shoulders, but the limiting factor in this is if you suffer from impingements or any of the issues listed earlier, then your range of motion will be largely compromised, and your risk of injury will also be heightened if you haven't put the groundwork in to strengthen the shoulders so that they can function well under such movement patterns. As good shoulder strengthening stretches can be hard to come by, I recommend utilizing the ones that I am demonstrating on the screen now, that I've seen largely popularized by gymnasts who are renowned for putting huge amounts of strain on their joints and ligaments, and therefore require abnormal strength around these areas to ensure that they remain uninjured. Try doing this routine before every shoulder workout, as it is a great way to warm up the area and prevent injury. Keep the arm you're stretching over at 90 degrees and rotate the opposite leg over and behind your body. You'll also feel a stretch in your hip flexors and core, but the stretch in your shoulder should feel dominant. Common mistakes I see when learning this stretch are not having the arm at 90 degrees and not rotating over the shoulder far enough to receive the benefits of the stretch. Making sure your head follows the direction of the stretch can help correct this. Another incredible stretch that I will only briefly cover, as I want to talk more extensively about the benefits in a video of itself, is hanging. Hanging naturally stretches out the muscles, tendons, and ligaments around the shoulder, and because your arms are overhead while performing a hang, it will greatly improve overhead shoulder mobility. For a more mobility focused exercise, try shoulder circles and butterflies. This helps keep the joint mobile, and the increased blood flow to the area does wonders for repairing and preventing injuries. It is also extremely helpful for maintaining a good range of motion within the joint, allowing you to more easily perform movements such as side raises that utilize a large plane of movement. Both machine and calisthenic style face pulls also have a great strengthening effect on the shoulder and utilize the rear delt, which is often a neglected area when it comes to training. Training rear delts is crucial for anyone who has rounded shoulders. This occurs due to the front delt being overly dominant, which is common in people who do a lot of pressing movements. Balancing the muscles around the shoulder will naturally make it a more functional structure and place the scapula in a more favorable position for facilitating overhead shoulder mobility. Once you feel comfortable doing these movements, don't stop there. Move on to more advanced movement progressions to keep strengthening the shoulders. Side raises are a great option for incorporating the medial delt, and doing them with the full range of motion, as demonstrated, is incredible for increasing shoulder mobility. Handstand push-ups and overhead presses are a great overall strength builder. As long as you've put the groundwork in to strengthen and rehabilitate your shoulders, you should have no issues progressing in this manner. As always, appreciate you all stopping by for another video, and catch you all next week. Cheersies.